Hi Sequels friends, today we're going to do something a little bit different. I have been picking up a lot of wood accessories in home decor lately, and some of them have not been in the best condition, but I have found a quick and easy way to refresh your wood. So if you're like me and love to pick up wooden boho accessories or would like to, but they're not always in the best condition, then you will definitely want to watch this video to get a few tips and tricks on how to go ahead and refresh them. Hi Sequels friends, and welcome newbies. If you are new here, my name is Heather and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and Etsy. And if you don't know what that is, I purchase things at discounted prices like thrift stores, wholesale, yard sales, and all that good stuff, and then resell them on those platforms in hopes of making some little extra bit of money for my pocket. So if you're interested in how to resell in general, how to sell on those platforms, thrifty flips, and all sorts of thrift store and wholesale hauls, then you'll definitely want to go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell so that you're notified every time I list a new video. So let's get into it today. If you are like me, you have been seeing so much boho decor going on out there, and also a lot of really warm natural elements. And I have found myself really leaning towards the wood aisles when I'm out thrifting and sourcing. Now, if you've been around for any amount of time, you know that these natural vibes, that there's a very cyclical nature to trends. So things get really funky and colorful and fun, and then things get real natural. And so you can really find a lot of boho elements, a lot of natural elements when you're out thrifting. So things like little accessories. These are great catch-alls for keys, jewelry, all that kind of stuff. And I have really found myself leaning towards picking up these kind of items when I'm out thrifting. But they also are not always in the best condition, as some of them are older, sometimes decades old, and they haven't been stored properly and they look a little rough. While these guys I just picked up, I do have a few pieces that I refreshed a little while back, and I thought that you might like to see the process that I went through. It's a super simple, just 3-step process. 1, wash everything first, always. 2, a little bit of sanding. And 3, a little bit of conditioning. So what I'm going to do is flip you around and show you what the process entails. Super simple, super easy, and I think it'll really motivate you to pick up some of these items when you're out thrifting. Plus, you know you can always get these for super duper cheap. So it's a great way to give a little refresh to these so that you can put them in your store and have a little bit of fun natural decor in your shop. So I got these 2 bowls at the thrift store for under $1, and they were in pretty good condition, but there was some overall water markings on them. Now, and you can see here that I have started the sanding process, but what you want to do first is you want to go ahead and wash them with warm soapy water. Dish soap is excellent. People love Dawn. I just happen to use 7th generation because that's what I use to clean my dishes with. And then you take some fine grit sandpaper, like a 220, 330, something very fine grit, and you're just going to want to lightly sand all over it. And it'll start to look like this. You'll see that the corners will smooth out. You'll see that any watermarks or discolorations will start to come off. It's a very quick and easy process, doesn't take any time at all. The next step you'll want to do is condition it, because you can see it looks a little bit ashy. So I happen to use coconut oil as a conditioner, and then just used an old rag. So let's give that a try. So my coconut oil is pretty well used, so I gotta really dig on in there to get some out. But you want to start with a very small amount. Like I said, just an old rag, and just rub that all in there and condition it. You can use several different things for this. I just use coconut oil because that's what I have on hand. You can use olive oil, any sort of kitchen oil. You can use mineral spirits. You can get wood conditioner at Home Depot or Lowe's. There's so many different options. I like this one because 1, it's what I had on hand. 2, it is definitely food safe, though I don't know. I definitely wouldn't call these bowls food safe in my listing because I do not know what they were used for before this. But in case they do put nuts or something like that in it, I know that I have used an appropriate conditioner for that. So again, you're just rubbing it all over. I start out with a small amount and slowly begin to build it up. It doesn't take much time at all. And you see instantaneous results. And a lot of times I'll just build it up and then let it sit for a little while and then wipe it off. So you can see here that it's pretty much conditioned, and then you can see the one next to it still looks quite ashy. So you can really just see the difference that this coconut oil adds. Since this one was absorbing it pretty well, I went ahead and did another coat. Super simple, mostly can be done with things you have around the house. Doesn't take much time at all, just a couple of minutes. And it's a great way to refurbish an item or refresh an item before you put it in your store and get a little bit extra money for it. So here you can see a lot better of what that condition looks like, and I'm going to show it to you before and after. And now we're going to flip over and look at it on the white so that it's a little bit easier to see the difference. As you can see, there is still a bit of product on there, so I'm just going to let this sit for a little while and see if it absorbs any more, probably overnight. And if it doesn't absorb any more of the oil, I'm just going to go in with a new cloth and rub all the excess off. Really brings out the natural grain of the wood, really enriches it. I mean, it looks brand new. Now, if your bowls aren't in rough condition and don't have watermarks or don't have other issues like these did, you can skip the whole sanding step. Just go ahead and wash it and then just put a little oil on it to condition it up and give it that shine. Really makes it look good for photographs. And again, it'll get you some more money by just taking this little extra step. So that's always worth it. A few extra minutes to get, $5 extra, that's always worth it in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like done and in my product photography. So let's flip on around and see what that looks like. Pretty neat, right? I told you I would not lie to you. It is super quick, super simple. It does not take a lot of effort. And like I said before, you can really find natural wood elements like this pretty on the cheap. So to take just 5 minutes to do a little refresh to it, one, not only keeps it out of the landfill, but also refreshes it so that you can get a little bit more money for it. And don't just think about bowls and catch-alls, although I have to admit those are some of my favorite things to pick up. You can also do this with little wood shelving, with wood serveware, with wooden, you see those awesome from the 70s, 80s, the big wood spoons and forks. Those you're starting to see out there trending again. All sorts of things, just use your imagination. If it's on the wood aisle, you can do this to it. So I hope that was helpful to you, and if it was, please go ahead and give me the thumbs up if you like this kind of content, because it does let me know to go ahead and create stuff like this, videos like this for you in the future. And if you would like to see more reselling, thrifting, and thrifty flip content, then by all means hit that subscribe button. If you have any comments or suggestions of other ways that you like to refurbish things, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below because I know people will love to hear everybody's opinion. So as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your likes and comments. They absolutely mean the world to me, and I will be back on Tuesday with a new video. Have a fantabulous weekend, guys, and I'll see you then. Bye!